maybe I got this. Okay, so we'll see how this works. Oh. Right. Okay. I am back to doing my solution, which I attempted to do last night. I was way too drunk and tired at that point. Ah, shit. I barely set foot on dry land. Oh well, I suppose it's for a good cause. Come on, let's get going. On board the ship's quest, battle. Let's go. Very pretty.
From here, we must walk.
So much ice. It rivals even Yogg-Tural. Ooh, a white bear! I wonder what it tastes like.
Remember, we're here to deal with creatures that have been deemed an unacceptable danger. Do not attack anything else unprovoked.
I don't think we should do that.
I know. So this is the isle where ether literally bursts forth.
Aye, the Isle of Ham. The geysers lie deep inland, however.
You really are knowledgeable. Kona told me nothing about this place.
I doubt your brother managed to come out this way. He's like to have toured facilities like Labyrinthos, however.
The great big cavern under the city. It's amazing that they could make a sky down there complete with a sun.
This brother of yours, he has been to Sharlayan.
He has. Kona's my second older brother, and until recently he was a student in the city. He went on and on about technological amusements. It made me want to come here too one day. And so I did. I think I understood something of how he felt when I set foot in his beloved studium.
He went to the studio. Your brother must be quite a scholar. But I wonder, like you, he'd be royalty, yes? With such a personage coming to Sharlayan to receive an education would surely have caused a stir, yet I recall nothing of the sort.
He consulted with the head of the studium beforehand, that his identity might remain secret. Being Mikote, he had no trouble blending in. He's adopted like me, you see. One time, though, he almost let it slip to a professor. It was all he could do to parry the barrage of questions.
Having no shortage of questions myself, I can imagine.
Ask whatever you like. I don't mind. But I maintain, hunting together is the best way to get to know someone.
The researchers should be up ahead. Let's find them and learn what we can. The researchers should be just ahead. There. The building to the northeast.
So, ordinarily harmless creatures have grown savage.
Don't know what's got them riled up, but I'll take down any that thinks to try me. Right, let's hunt until...
Look! Someone's in trouble!
Yeah! Taste my axe!
These animals are usually so docile.
I feel like I got a little bit farther last time. Oh, thank goodness you. I think you're the ones who can hold our position. Wait, you aren't. You are. Rixie, the adventurer who saved her and starved. Would the army be better under conditions? Bro, I'd love to. Take action. Okay, thank you. I was conducting a routine inspection of the transport here and suddenly I found this surroundings. You'll find more of the same across the chasm. Docile animals grow uncertain. Colleagues. If you'll just give me a moment, I can finish checking her.
You really are famous.
And for good reason, as you'll soon see for yourself.
Quite an interesting contraption you've got here.
Is that our petitioner? Let's go and have a chat.
Yeah. People who want to help. How are you doing, JJ? The adventurer come most fortunate to have. Hello, hello! A creature of unknown origins is on the island. Fauna. The animals beyond this gate are the worst affected and encountered thus far, and we are not back. Good, good. Just making some music. Music. Oh, cool. What kind of music do you make? How am I? I'm doing okay. I'm doing good. I got pieces in for cosplay. Your task is to call any person responsible for all this. If you find anything at all, most grateful if you share.
I'll handle this.
I see that. Very exciting.
Is that all?
Mainly pop dance right now. That's super cool.
Come on, let's pick up the creature's trail.
You should share some of your music with me if you're okay with that. Link ravaged beast.
These claw marks. I've seen their like before. It's starting to feel like a proper hunt.
Feathers scattered around the ground.
Feathers. But did they belong to the predator or the prey?
Yeah! I'm so glad.
So, how do you prefer our prey?
Listen.
Roasted or raw?
You presume it's even safe to eat?
Yeah, you can check. Yes, I would absolutely. Thank you. How are you barking? Pulling stench of freshly in the hospital.
Still fresh. Whatever this beast, it cannot be far.
Do you suppose they upset to disturb their home?
Knows. If they're spoiling for a fight, then hey, got one.
Let's head back and report what we found.
And I get to move on to the very last one that everybody else, or I guess almost everybody else has finished. Love the calming music. I love all the music of 14. It's got music that claps. It's got nice calming tracks. It's got really good emotional music. It's all really good. I really enjoy it. You'll often see me
Powerful
kind of
wings.
dancing, even though I have
Razor sharp
negative
talons. Worthy prey. Ah! What is that thing? It speaks?
Sounds like a colibri. Colibri. Toucan Sam. It is Toucan Sam. Evil Toucan Sam, I guess.
It's heading towards the falls.
I'll stay with the researchers. The creature, I leave to you.
Come, Woklamat.
Right.
Bro looks around that cutscene. There is
Just
evil
so we're clear,
Sam.
I wasn't startled by the beast earlier. It caught me by surprise, that's all.
Sure. Not startled, not scared, none of it.
Forgive me, but I fail to see a difference.
I'm getting hungry. Let's be done with this so we can eat. Think you're clever, huh? I'll rip off that beak and roast you on a spit! Auto you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you. Shut up already, you blasted bird!
Gosh, she's so angry. She's so offended.
Look out!
I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
I mean, Kingdom Hearts is pretty close. I mean, it's by, you know, it's Final Fantasy and it's
Not good. Quickly, gather together.
I really like Kingdom Hearts.
I've got you.
Thank you.
That was too close.
First try.
Steady now.
I had a friend that and would try to break it. Would ask if we pet. And everyone was like, do not pet the bird. He will bite you. He wants people to go over and pet him so he can bite you. Some aren't evil, like. Yeah. It would. It would. And the owner used to call it.
Spread out, everyone.
It thought Pretty Boy was like a pet name or like a way to call people. They'd be like, hey, Pretty Boy, come here. So
paid for
we tried to
that?
get him over and he'd go, hey, Pretty Boy, pet me, pet me. Then he'd go and try to bite you. Oh, I gotta save them. Longest. My bad. Ooh, oh. Your game audio is loud. Okay. Lower my game. Is that better? Did that help? Because I'm using different headphones right now. Okay, cool. And so I had to turn it way up because the quality of it's not really good. Okay, great, great. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah. The quality of these aren't great, so the volume had to be way louder. So for you guys, it's probably way louder. I didn't even check the settings.
Auto you like, bird. I'm going to have the last laugh. Oh, I'm going to enjoy sinking my teeth into you.
Kill Toucan Sam this time. And let me not kill my friends.
Shut up already, you blasted bird. I've never seen such an enormous colibri.
Fluffy, hi! Holy moly, mommy or in real life. Someone pinch me. I know. Do you like it? I was thinking of getting a light-colored one too, so it would match my aura.
I've got you.
Right after this fight, I have to show you the other part.
That was too close.
Steady now.
Yeah. I got this, and I got another set. Because I want to dress up as Sadhu for FanFest.
You pay for that.
Have you ever gone? 1 second. Out of the AoE. Go. JJ says, have you ever gone to convention to cosplay? I have. I have been Tifa. I went as like a Black Butler character before, but my friend was doing that. We did like a group. Went. What else? I've done a female Vulcan in Star Trek. Link. I've done a couple of them. Not super like high quality cosplay though. But you know, a bit. What else? I did. What's her name? Valentine from Cowboy Bebop. My friend did Radical Ed.
Eh, nothing to it.
We also have, Kelsey says I have 3 hours for my arc venue work. So cool. I'm on Gogo same day.
For everything you have.
Okay. Okay, cool. I will go over your end the next time there is either to do roulettes or to any Trials of Stories show. You can join me if you want. Complete. That sounds fun. Just go out and character and have fun. It is pretty fun. It's a little nerve-wracking in the beginning. Because there's people who have like super high quality cosplays, but a lot of times just kind of going for the vibe a bit of like, oh, I'm going as this character, people appreciate it and they have fun and they talk to you and stuff like that.
And I had barely limbered up.
Or just, you know, people come and talk to you and like, oh my god, I love this show, I love this character, you know, oh, you look so cute, like, you know, where'd you get this thing? So it's, you know, most of the time it's really nice and really friendly, so I like it.
It was a terrible foe, but no match for your axe.
Almost there to Dawn Trail. I know, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm almost at Dawn
Only
Trail.
to be expected. You were pretty impressive yourselves. I was right to invite you on a hunt.
Oh.
But what a curious bird that was. Though we have similar in Tural, they don't grow so big or use such dirty tricks.
Right, and then you start to click in that quote from Sarah, did we just become best friends? That's 1000% how it happens. I actually made some friends that I still talk to. I mean, not super frequently, but every once in a while that I made at conventions before. Which is super cool.
Dirty tricks.
Aye, dirty and despicable. Otherwise, I could have easily...
to me!
Aw, Cryle. The Pictomancer. Is this one is Dawntrail when Picto was released? I think that's the first time they've shown Picto.
Cryle.
Light up that bird and cook them. Yes! Make some fried chicken out of them.
I am terribly, terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Yes, okay, so that is when they first.
She arrived as I was seeing the researchers to safety. It was all I could do to keep up with her after I explained what happened.
So this is what you meant by seeing to preparations?
Because Picto doesn't have an Endwalker relic, only Dawntrail. Okay. I'm still on my first relic.
After hearing of the
weapon
contest, I thought
thing,
how
the
wonderful
Ijula
it would be to join
from
you.
Stormblood, I think. I'm doing Borgia. I'm still working on that one.
In coming here, I wanted to demonstrate my skill at arms to Wuklamut. Alas, it seems I missed most of the action.
I mean, she just saved her ass, so.
That was amazing! The piece didn't stand a chance!
She's so positive. Very,
I'm
very
glad
kind of
to have
himbo
been of
energy. I love it.
service.
May I ask what
Herbo?
inspired this change?
You will recall the time you descended to the ethereal sea in search of Heidelin.
Because bimbo just has different connotations than himbo does. Yours is closer to that one.
Recognizing that my skills were inadequate, I chose to provide support from afar rather than join you. It was the same when you set forth for Ultima Thule. How it pained me to stay behind again and again. That's what inspired this change. Ever since the final days were averted, I've used every spare moment to hone my craft. As you all have adapted your methods to suit the circumstances, I started by considering how I might best contribute.
JJ says, I want a onesie like that with cat or bunny ears or even a hoodie. Kryle's hoodie outfit is so cute, and I want one in real life. Same. I think a bunny or like a cat hoodie would be really, really cute. He says, oh my god, I just realized. What'd you realize?
And after much deliberation, I arrived at my answer.
Oh, it's so cute.
With the esoteric art passed down by the legendary Archon realm, Pictomancy. As I recall, you have embraced versatility to effectively complement a certain someone's style. What I do is much the same. Like you, I don't want to be left behind.
I will see when I come to Gilga and invite you to continue. Okay, right after this, I'll go over to Gilga.
Indeed. I must say, you appear to be especially keen on being involved in the ritual of succession.
Oh.
Is there any particular reason?
I need to take off. Okay. Tail. Tail to match. Okay, I'll let you poke it. Oh, I don't know why that Kofi thing showed up. That's... I don't know why I did that, but okay. Oh, I think because I re-signed into it. It doing pop-ups. I need to change those settings. Yeah, you could poke it. Cowabunga. From the sewers in Tampa. So... You say Kofi, I say coffee. Is it coffee or is it Kofi? I know it's supposed to be buy me a coffee, which I guess coffee makes sense. Now, you know, even though I know it's buy me a coffee, I guess coffee makes sense. But in my mind, I've always said Kofi. So that radioactive ooze worked? You're a Ninja Turtle now? What if it's both? Both work. I guess it's true, yeah.
Yes, there is. This letter from Tuli Yolal.
Technically in Japan, it's Koki. With a very light H similar to the F sound. Mm.
It was addressed to my grandfather Galuf and turned up among the students'
There's Ninja Turtle
archives.
Magic the Gathering cards? I might have to get some. I do like me some TMNT.
The ink was faded, so I couldn't fully make out the sender's name. Galul, someone.
Is it?
Jaja. Gulul Jaja. That's my father, the Dawn servant.
The box opening on stream. Do it. If I get them, I'll do it. Quick question, Echo. If you could travel to 5 places in the world, where would you want to go? No order. Japan. Spain. Italy. Greece. Either China, like the Caribbean, or someplace else kind of tropical. Get the very expensive $500 box version. No! I've already been telling myself not to buy a Switch 2 to play Pokopia because I want it so bad. I want to play Pokopia so bad, but I don't have a Switch 2. And so every time I look at it, I see someone streaming it, or I see people posting clips of Pokopia, and it's so cute because you're playing the little awkward little Ditto person, and I want it so bad, and every time I look at it, and, you know, that $570 is looking way more reasonable every time I look at it, when it really, really shouldn't. Because that is not a reasonable price for me to just drop because I want to play Pokopia. Travelers, top 5 destination: the sewer, the laundromat, the microwave, the pot you boil water in, and the bathroom. No, microwave, no. And don't get in a pot. You're a turtle now. Don't go into a boiling pot of water.
What does the letter say?
While much of it isn't legible, it appears to be a request to investigate the Golden City.
A request to investigate the Golden City? From the Dawn Servant himself?
Is this like El Dorado?
Well, well. Seems it may be more than a rumor after all.
Being a member of the royal family, it was my hope that you could confirm the authenticity of this letter.
Japan, Spain, Italy, Greece, and somewhere tropical noted. Maybe Brazil or Portugal. Yeah. I really want to travel more. The voice doesn't match Kryl, the Lalafell. There's a couple Lalafells with deep voices, and I'm just like, ugh. I'm curious that everybody found a turtle in their load of laundry.
I can say for a fact that my father didn't write this. Given how culturally diverse Tuliyollal is, it was decided some time ago that a common language was needed. But instead of elevating an existing tongue and its speakers above all others, we looked to those widely spoken overseas and created an altogether new one. The similarities to your common tongue also make it quite easy to communicate in these situations, no?
Well, one Florida man was arrested for hiding a protected snapping turtle in his washer. Oh, shit. I had a friend who, their parent was an exotic veterinarian. And they had a giant tortoise. Like not just like a huge tortoise. Like, it's literally a giant tortoise. Like, you know, endangered species, giant tortoise. And they had it as a pet because technically she was taking care of it until it got better, but it had some sort of disease that it was never going to recover from, but it wasn't like impacting it as long as she gave it medication. But so she got to keep it as a pet forever basically because she was technically giving it treatment, and that was super cool. But I don't know about having a snapping turtle in there. That's just asking to, like, you put stuff in there, you reach in to go make sure you got all your socks, and you're missing fingers. JJ says it's Florida, doesn't surprise me. Just saying, I am a Florida man, and I am a turtle. You put yourself in the washer. That's what you were doing last night. You just wanted to go round and round in circles, like a ride.
This letter, however, is entirely in Eorzean. If Father had written this, he would have been in Turali. What's more, it bears a wax seal. We don't bother with them.
Like from Super Mario.
So the letter is fraudulent, then?
Aw, she's upset.
Oh, I didn't mean to say that. My father's signature is genuine, as far as I can tell, so perhaps he simply dictated it.
I see. Oh, thank you for the confirmation. It seems my grandfather indeed had dealings with Tuliyollal.
It was a side effect from drinking the ooze.
I can't help but be curious as to what exactly he was doing there. In order to help us decide on a course of action, would you mind if I asked you some questions about your home?
By all means. After all, learning about one another was the purpose of this hunt. We can talk while feasting on this fellow. I, for one, am starving.
We're eating that.
We're eating him. He disrespected us, he's getting eaten. Ooh. Wildlife pacified and researchers safe. That just leaves the matter of the colibri meat. So colibri, I don't know if it's the same in like Cuban Spanish, but colibri is a hummingbird, yeah? Like that's a toucan. Oh, the turtle collectors are down to 400. Time to buy is now. Stop trying to get me to spend money I don't have. For better or worse, there's really only one place where we can take it here in Charlie's Last Stand. Let's see what Dickon can cook up. I mean, a regular box is 120, just not as shiny. Go out here like all of it to twist. Spare change, sir. Yeah. No, the other day, I went to go get food during my lunch break, and there was a food truck, and me and my friend go there, and we're just like, okay, like, let's go get food, whatever. And then we look at it, we look at the price, and it was like $5 per tiny little taco, and we went, hell no. I don't have $5 taco kind of money. And there are these tiny, tiny little street tacos. I was like, hell no. Please, sir, may I have some more? Coke Echo. Okay. Oh yeah. Let me transfer over. You're right. Let me do that right now. Those food trucks are hit or miss. Some of them are great. Some of them taste great, even though they're expensive. $5. You should get 3 minimum. I know, and there was so little. Oh no, wait. It's in ether? Am I being dumb? Is it in ether already? You're just in Gilgamesh? Let me switch over. I've become a beauty boy lately. Sometimes people call me the food truck. I used to bring a ton of stuff when I was going to school and like feed my friends and stuff because I'd make a ton of food and like my friends wouldn't eat a lot of lunch or like we'd be there all day studying. And so they're like, oh, it's the traveling cocina, you know, like, oh, the food comes to you here, like, oh, be friends with her because, you know, she'll bring you food. I was like, are you guys only friends with me because I feed you? And one of my friends was like, yes, that is the only reason I'm friends with you. As soon as you stop feeding me, I'm out. Congrats on hitting 30. Can apply for affiliate. Yeah, I did. I filled out the stuff and everything, and so now they just have to like officially invite me to do it. So I'm excited. I'm excited that I have actually hit all the requirements now. Thank you so much. Cocina sounds like a baby name to me. I'm gonna name my first. You're gonna name her Kitchen? Don't name your baby Kitchen. No food is no love. Exactly. That's exactly what my friend said to me, and I was offended. I'll feed you. What kind of food do you want? Different kinds of food? How to feed my baby lizards. Cocina's too close to cochina. Exactly. Hard pass. I agree with you. You can't name your kid Cocina. They'll definitely be called cochina. Whether they are or aren't. Fine, dulce de leche it is. Dulce is the nickname or a name. I mean, I don't know if I've ever heard someone being named dulce de leche, like the full name, but I mean, that was better than cocina. Same thing as Lana. I'm not even gonna say what it is spelled backwards. Yeah, I know. I've heard dulce before. Hello! You look so cute! Oh my god! my god, look at you! You look so good! No, you do! Oh my god! Look how cute you are! Oh, I'm so jealous. I said after I get to Dawn Trail, I'm gonna do those variant dungeons. Dress to impress, 1000%! Where am I going? Now there's the famished face if I've ever seen. What can I get you? Ooh, burn me from the hut, you say. Leave it to me. I have just the recipe. The new dish I recently learned from some sailors, and for you lot, it's on the house. Have as much as you like. You hear? Well, we brought the meat. Like, probably gonna sell the rest of it elsewhere, making money.
Come, come. Let's enjoy the bounty of our first outing together. I'd heard that Charlayan cuisine was terrible, but this is fantastic.
That doesn't look like bird. That looks like beef or lamb. One sec, need to get something on a different server, BRB. It'll be on the same data center. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
What is this? Oh, it smells spicy.
Oh, come now. Since when did you become so soft? It's not like we don't have spicy food in Tural, too.
I'm our goat for the cheese, obviously. Oh no.
According to Dickon,
She die?
intensely hot dishes have become popular in Razadhan after a traveller ordered a curry with several times the usual amount of spice.
I can't handle spicy food at all. I'm a pretty big disgrace to Latinas. You love spice on your food, the more the better. I think it tastes good. I just sad. I know. It's sad and pathetic. I like it. I just can't handle it. Like, it literally burns me. Like, I can't taste anything anymore. So I can't do it. I can make really good spicy food. I make good salsas and good chilies and stuff like that. And like, but once I add it in, like, I can't taste, you know, I can't even taste test it anymore to see like where it's at with salt. So I have to have somebody else try it.
So he started offering the same in order to please the growing Harnish population here in Charlian.
It's nothing I can't handle.
I love her. She's great. Dude says, I understand, kind of like a blind artist. Not fully able to appreciate your work.
I wish you would consider your station.
Dude says, she sure is a character for sure. She's a character for sure. I kind of like her. It brings back some of that comedic effect that Ida used to have. Ida with Papalimo.
I swear, sometimes it feels like you open your mouth only to criticize.
Don't criticize the queen.
Would I be correct in assuming you've known each other for a long time?
Aye, thick as thieves since we were little.
Brother? Adopted brother? Or friend?
I beg to differ. She is a long-standing acquaintance. Nothing more.
I see. I see.
All this time you were from Tural. Oh, would that I had known sooner. There's so much I'd like to ask.
You and everyone else. I've kept it quiet so as to avoid the endless interrogations.
Well, if he's going to be a miser, I'll be happy to tell you about our homeland instead. Since ancient
The little
times,
teacup, so
many
cute.
peoples have called Tural home, and they've been fighting each other for nearly as long. The fighting finally stopped some 80 years ago, when the reigning Dawn Servant unified the disparate communities and founded a new nation.
And that's how Tuliolal came to be.
Since then, we've enjoyed an era of uninterrupted peace. But my father is getting old, and he wishes to relinquish the throne to a worthy successor. One who can preserve his legacy. Including myself, there are 4 claimants to the throne. But while we all have the right to participate, one among us cannot be allowed to rule.
Drama. Why is it?
A man who is too ambitious by half. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural.
One second. Oh wait. These aren't my headphones. Okay. I'll be right back. Word of the Garlean Empire's collapse has reached Tural.
While most are simply relieved, he sees weakness to exploit and would lead our armies across the seas on a campaign of conquest.
Ooh, that's not good.
After everything my father has done to give us peace, he would drag us back into war. I can't allow it. No matter what, I must win this contest.
I understand your reasons. But this being an event that will dictate the course of your nation's future, is it appropriate for outsiders like us to be involved?
That's a lot of food. I
it's
know they
more
need
than
to
appropriate.
share.
The Dawn Servant himself expressly encourages it. The ruler of Tural must navigate the intricacies of myriad cultures, and there's no better way to prove oneself qualified to do so than to work with foreign allies.
Did I ever play the Dragon Age games? No, I haven't.
That's why I sought you out.
Do you like them?
Through our hunt, I've confirmed that you're a warrior of considerable skill, but more importantly, one of good character as well.
This kind of reminds me of them. Okay.
And so I ask you, will you lend me your strength and help me win the throne of Tulihualal? You don't need to decide right this moment.
I mean, she's a better candidate than Power Hungry Person, but as long as Power Hungry Person is not the scholar, maybe a scholar who's intelligent and doesn't just run headfirst into danger is maybe a little better for a ruler. Just my opinion.
But I will need you if I'm to triumph over the competition. I'll stay here as long as I can while waiting for your answer.
In that case, allow us to prepare a room for you at the
A
Baldessian
scholarly
Annex.
leader. Yeah. Smart, intelligent, you know, as long as they're not evil and like is actually going to do stuff for the people. It could be that they have no social skills. So, you don't know. But she's kind of dumb. I like her, but she's kind of dumb.
That's very kind of you.
That's 1000% not
and
any
one more
kind
thing.
of poultry.
Once we finish eating, would you mind if I took the rest of the meat?
I got sniffed. Whether Wokalama is the makings of a ruler, I cannot say, but I do know that she deeply cares for her nation and her people. Whether you choose to help her, though, is for you and you alone to decide. Think on it well. Now then, it's past time I reported our mission success to the guild ship. I would have done so sooner, except Her Highness needed to have her royal meal. I shall come by the annex later. Till then. More food? Ratia is mulling over what you have learned of Wuklama and her plan. Well, I dare say we have a fair grasp on Wuklama's situation. Still, you've been afforded time to consider her mutation. Why not use it to learn about Tural? Numenon is bound to have some information on the continent. We're talking about mysterious lands of unknown wonders here. I'm confident we'll find reports so thrilling as to drive any thoughts of napping from your brain. Come on, my friend. Let's be off to the archives. Okay, why is this doing that so often? I want this to go away. I don't want that to be going off. I specifically had it originally set not to do that. Oh, here it is. Never. Got it. Okay. Saved it. I don't know why it changed those settings. That's so weird. But it reset it to like every 30 minutes. Okay. Where are we going? Pudding way. I have yet to encounter Alpha or Omega in the wild, running around. The origins of blue magic can be traced back to the esoteric practices of the Waliji, a tribe in distant continent of Tyrol. The tribe holds nature in the highest, and in seeking to cultivate a spiritual connection with it. They have learned to harness the power of wildlife around them. I thought about getting a Switch 2, but knowing you can't transfer your original Switch games is big yikes. I know! And the fact that, like, if you want to get, like, Breath of the Wild again, or, like, Tears of the Kingdom, you have to pay, like, an extra $10 or something like that for it on your Switch 2. It's, like, stupid. Yeah, no, I do want one eventually, because I haven't played Legend ZA yet, which I heard is really fun. I really want to play Pokopia, and I want to play a couple other ones, but like $500 for a Nintendo console? Like, that's crazy expensive. Nintendos are so money hungry. They really are. It's really disappointing. I mean, so are other companies too, but like, come on, like Nintendo was charging like $65 for a not fully capable Scarlet and Violet, and it was shit. So, like, I would have been happy paying $20 for that game. And I would have been like, $20 is a good amount for Scarlet and Violet. That is a reasonable amount. But like the $60 or $70, however much it was, way too much. And then the other games are like now $90, right? Or 80 or 90? For instance, I had the privilege of visiting Lapis Canyon, the tribe's sacred ground, so it's named after cerulean deposits that well up to the surface, turning the entire canyon a brilliant blue. Under a shaman's watchful eye, I finally managed to master the Waluigi's art to make animals' powers my own. Oh, is this Blue Mage? As no name existed for it in common, took the liberty of naming it Blue Magic. For this reason, I chose this color, as you will doubtless gleaned. It's the significance it holds to the Waliji. I could not think of a more fitting name to honor the people whom this noble magic was born. Blue Mage can't be that new, can it? unblemished book. Impossible to adequately discuss Eorzean cuisine without speaking of the land of which many modern-day staples hail, the far western continent of Tyrol. Ogre pumpkins, ruby tomatoes, even the ubiquitous popoto. These crops are more regular. These crops and more that regularly grace Eorzean dining tables trace their origin to the New World, as the place is known to most. The tale of this culinary immigration begins in the year of 1498 of the Sixth Astral era, when a Leminsian sailor named Ketnaram successfully traversed the Indigo Deep to arrive at the therefore unknown continent. Ketnaram spent several moons exploring islands, in the course of which he encountered the denizens of the sprawling nation of Mamulja. He was even granted an audience with their supreme leader, whose confidence he won along with permission to roam freely. Ketnaram would return to Tyrol several times, but during his first expedition he charted the land, gathered myriad of root vegetables and seeds to bring back to Limsa. Most notable of those was the popoto, whose ease of cultivation and nutritional value saw it quickly spread to all corners of Eorzea. Produce was far from the only bounty Ketnaram's expeditions to Tyrol. Many tantalizing recipes such as the bean-filled burrito and gripping legends of such that the Golden City reached to the shores of the Way of the Ship. Okay, so this is a new world, so it is the Americas. So is the Golden City like the Lost City of El Dorado? To those outside of Ketnaram's circle, Tyrol largely remains shrouded in mystery. Its influence on our cuisine cannot be overstated. Many scholars, myself included, would relish at the chance to immerse themselves in a culinary culture of that faraway continent. Let us begin comparing the geographical characteristics of the three great continents of Tyrol. The former stretches from east to west and lies entirely in the northern hemisphere. In contrast, the latter extends to the far reaches. I think my puppy wants to be let back in. In contrast to the latter, extends to the far reaches of northern Alexandria. The difference presents itself in the form of the climate variance. Shifts in the climates tend to be gentler when moving along east to west, but harsher when moving north to south. Owing this to the fact, longitudinal migration is far more common in history, whether it be by men, animals, or plants. A case of the point is the Allegans who rose to power in Aldonad before advancing into East Eilbard. Their movements would be mirrored thousands of years later by the Garleans. Meanwhile, though the desperate tribes of Tyrol waged war with one another for generations, stymied by the climate, none could make as great headway north or south. Tribes hailing from frozen lands withered beneath the desert sun, while those that thrived in open plains could not pierce the dense jungle. Such was the way of it until the leader of Mamulja succeeded in bringing the continent under one banner. Given the land's divided history and the reason thereof, one cannot help but be in awe of this feat, truly a testament of Autark's greatness. Okay, last book. Down there. No, right there. Faded Tome. Okay, every land is given rise to unique wildlife, and the continent of Terrell is no exception. Yet, while some of her creatures have become familiar sight in Eorzea, many more exist that are rarely seen this side of the Inner Sea. This tome introduces a select variety of species as described in the testimonies of sailors and adventurers. Alpaca, accustomed to Terrell's craggy mountain ranges, this four-legged beastkin has been domesticated for seemingly hundreds, if not thousands of years. Their soft white fleece is highly prized by weavers, while their strong legs and sure-footedness make them capable beasts of burden. Weaver, a ferocious scalekin native to the dense jungles of Terral, the Mamulja have succeeded in taming them and utilize their prodigious strength for manual labor. Given their immense power and size, it would be no surprise that the Weaver, I don't know how to say that, is also employed as a siege beast. Enemy fortifications cannot long withstand this foreign brute's rampage. Oh my god. Valigarmanda. No. Valigarmanda. Turali folklore holds that this bird-like creature is the mightiest of the beasts and very embodiment of nature's power. Whether it exists beyond myth, however, is uncertain. Okay. Let's go, and I'm almost on Dawn Trail. Oh. Am I not streaming? Oh, okay. Why does it say reconnecting? This is my last quest of post-endwalker. Okay. Sourced by the library to your satisfaction, have you? Excellent. Hmm.